Alrighty guys, it is efco time. Grudge match 2.0 between me and Tanton. Tanton's logo for his saws, I believe, is AFU saws, and I just go by Briscoe Bill. I tore my efco down. Hopefully that parts washer is not too loud. I put the lid on it. The muffler is the only thing that's in there. I'm trying to cook all the carbon out of it, get it out. I tore this thing down and washed it. She was grubby. Grubby. Very, very happy with the cylinder that I have to work with. It cleaned up extremely nice. I want to change the chamber in this. I've never changed the chamber in one of these, so I want to see what happens. This is the piston I chose to do my piston swap. Ryan at Wolf Creek Saw Shop hooked us up with this. For those that are wondering, it's a 353 highway pop-up piston. I wish there was a way that I could contact Highway and have them make this piston but actually leave like an extra 30 thou on the top of it and not cut it into a pop-up, because that would solve my issue that this is the I gotta put it in there. Maybe it'll still work for what I'm trying to do. The top part of the deck height is different. I don't know if you can see that, but if you look across it, the pop-up is almost the same size. If they had left me 30 thousandths and not cut this off, I would have been golden, and I wouldn't have had to. I could have done a little bit of piston work, and then I wouldn't have had to cut so much off the base. The problem I'm going to run into the base is I ran into it on the other one that I did, the first one, and I had to file out the slots in the coil when I dropped everything because I couldn't get my coil. I haven't washed this yet. I'm kind of scared to. I don't want to ruin that. But if I got to do what I got to do, that would allow me to keep a lot more of my intake timing too, because it's got a little bit longer skirt, so I got to do some trimming and stuff. But I think this is going to be an excellent piston swap. I'll have to do some coil work, but if I get too creative with it, I'll have to probably come in here and TIG weld some blobs on and remachine it, and then tap and drill it and change my bolt hole locations. But I think I can just grind some off the flats of that. I think I can get it. I'm pretty sure I can get it without having to weld on it. Now I was talking to Tanton on this. We're going to stay stock carbs. Wished I had a Zama carb for this one. He's got one for his. I don't know what one's better, the Walbro or the Zama. But we are going to be like removing chokes, and if we want to thin the shafts, we can do that. But we decided both of us will not do a carb swap. Yeah. But see if I can get this pin back out of here. Now, check this out. We got the two rings, the clip, and the pin right there. We're going to zero the scale. This would be the stock stuff. We're zeroed. We're at 77 grams. One ring, clip, and the ring of the Highway. We're at 76. So we're already a gram lighter already. I'm going to use the efco. I don't know what I did with my wrist pin right here. Let's measure that. That's 13. That's 13. They're actually the same. Not sure how that's possible because that thing is way thicker. It's bouncing between 12 and 13. Bouncing 13. I was going to run this one, but Heck, I don't know, I might lighten this one if they're the same. efco is a little longer. I'll probably trim it down. How much longer? $335. 1 inch, $335. There's a glitchy spot on here, but we're at 1 inch. 9 through 6 through 7, 38. So this is just a little bit longer. So I think I can lighten one of these, shorten them up. I bet by the time my steel shaves weight, and that sure looks like it's a lot longer than that. It falls out. I don't know where I put it. $35, $36, $37, $38. Between 34 and 35. It's actually 34 and a half. These are getting kind of beat up, but I'll be lightening one of these. But if you measure just the, let's shut off on me. If you measure just the pistons, we're at 60 and we're at 58. So just pistons, the stock piston is lighter, but because it runs 2 rings, it gets heavier. But I have to notch all this. I basically have to mimic all this into this piston to get it to clear the crank. And I think I'm going to have to cut some. I'll probably put this in the mill and cut them off flat and all that good stuff. I'm gonna lighten the crap out of this piston, so we'll get it quite a bit lighter. My crankcase turned out pretty decent. The crank, these rock back and forth, but I mean everything feels pretty decent and it washed up pretty good. I'm not splitting it because I don't feel like making a gasket. I guess the crankcase gasket's pretty hard to get. However, though, with that much play in the crank, I imagine I could frickin' goof that and put that together with no gasket at all if there's enough play in the bolts. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Hopefully this will be more entertaining than that Jake Paul and Tyson fight, because that was a huge disappointment. Talk about being rigged. But yeah, really looking forward to it. I'll show you the rest of the parts. Gas tank, I really didn't wash that hard. These things are known for breaking and leaking and stuff like that. All I did was take it in, sprayed super clean on it, and rinsed it off with the bathtub. I'm not getting crazy with it. All these parts I washed in the ultrasonic cleaner. Carburetor, I got to get a carb kit for it. This was loaded with sawdust. All I did was submerge it in gas shaker and blew it off for right now. I want to rebuild the carburetor, and I got to do some carburetor mods to it. Cleaned up the oil pump. The flywheel turned out great. It's going to feel really bad cutting up this top cover. And I'm going to cut all this crap out, and I'm going to build my own air filter assembly. This is still drying. The crankcase turned out pretty decent. I can live with that. I think Canton made an adapter for all his stuff, and he's running this piece. I think I'm probably going to have more time. I'm probably going to take a chunk of billet aluminum and build my own thing with my filter on it. I just want to do my thing. Nothing wrong with the way he's doing his, but that's what's kind of cool about these build-offs. We each get to kind of go our own way. We devised a set of rules. I was going to go 590 piston. I was going to take this crankcase apart and run this out to the machine shop that I used to have my connecting rods and stuff redone for big engines. And I was going to see if they could bore that out to the same as 590, and I was going to modify a 590 piston to fit in here, because the as close as I can tell, the bigger wrist pin 590 piston is damn near the same deck height as this piston, but you know, Tanton's already got something similar to this going on in his, so we're just gonna roll. We're just gonna roll it like that. I got all the parts washed. This rim's shot, but I'm gonna set it up for 3/8. I don't remember what bar mount these things take. I think it's Walmart Husky. And for my testing, I think I have a 3/8. I think I do. Yeah, I got a Shindaiwa bar that's dual pattern. I think that I might have a chain for. Should have a chain for. Hopefully I still have a chain for it. I'll probably do all my testing with this with 3/8 on it. Just because I don't want to keep taking the clutch on and off. And the dyno's going to be 3/8 anyway, so I'll just test cut with it and do all my tuning and stuff with 3/8. But, yep. I think that's about covers it. My throttle piece is wore out there. This was only getting half throttle, but I'll just spin at 180 and then it'll get it for a while. I just needed to get it for a few test cuts and some dyno pulls, and then after that, so yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my butt kicked by Tanton. So I don't have a lot of faith in myself in this. I've only built one of them, and I did a low roof build on that. This one will not be a low roof build. I'm going to go the other way and see how it behaves. And if I screw this one up, I might be, because Tanton ended up with the first one I did, I might be calling him up and telling him to send the other one back so I can dive back into it, and if this one ends badly. But I got a ton of work I plan on doing to this thing. So yeah, I got some ideas I want to try. Looking forward to it. Probably going to leave the muffler soaking in that thing overnight, because I am pretty much done out here for the night. It's like, I don't know, almost 3 in the morning. So, but I did get quite a bit of the, at least tomorrow, if I can get out here, I can start on machine work and stuff. So, but trying to figure out how I want to do that chamber and getting my squish the way I want it and how I want to shape the top of that piston is going to be the big portion of it. And then after that, I don't know, I'll just keep playing it by ear. But you guys take it easy, have a good one, and enjoy.